Hello everyone, you're watching Artur and Jessica Life. And today I'm going to show you my Rubik's Cube collection. If you watched my channel a long time ago, I made the same video, but a lot of time has gone by, so I've gotten more and more cubes and more broken. Anyways, let's get to the point. I'm gonna show you all my speed cubes and Rubik's cubes and all that stuff. And I'm gonna show you my collection right now. So starting off with the Chi DNA cube. I just bought this for the look. It looked quite cool, so I bought it, and yeah, it moves okay, but it isn't a speed cube, it's just for fun. It's actually called the DNA cube, and it doesn't look like DNA at all. On to the next cube is this. Now, you might be wondering, there's nothing there. I mean, who buys a cube where there's nothing there? But this was actually my first cube. There was actually stickers on this cube, and they actually fell off. So this was my very first cube. I actually never got to solve it, but I'll show you my first cube that I solved. So the first cube that I solved is this cube, and this is also a Rubik's cube. Yeah, of course I solved it. And this Rubik's cube actually moves way faster than the normal one. Why? Because I lubed it, and if you're wondering, lube is like a water thing, and you can put it in cubes and it makes it faster for like a few months, and then it will just go away. So yeah, and it's actually lasting very well. Next, we have this, and it looks quite... This, my mom bought me this, yeah, and it was $1. It was €1. So, and it actually moves surprisingly well. It moves as fast as a normal Rubik's cube, and it's €1. Like, this is the cheapest cube I ever seen that works so well. Like, €1. Moving on to the speed cubes. I have the Yushinlo Magic 3x3. This is a really good 3x3 for starters, and it's really good for speed cubing, and yeah, and it's a budget cube. And I got this for around €6, €7, and it actually moves surprisingly well, really well. So yeah, I really recommend this cube for starters. And moving on to my best and favorite 3x3, and it's a magnetic 3x3. So there's magnets inside here, and you can use a screw to change them to make it lighter magnetic or harder magnetic. So yeah, the brand is YJMGC Elite. So Elite, there's a YJMGC, which is like the normal version, and this is the Elite version, so it's way more better, you could say that. So it's a really good cube, and if you're in more advanced, I think you should get this. I have this really cool looking cube. Yeah, it looks really cool, but it's the worst turning cube ever. Like, it's the worst turning. Like, how is it possible to have a cube that turns this bad? It's called a Sudoku cube. I think most of you know the game Sudoku, where you put the numbers and you get it correct. Yeah, this a Rubik's cube version, but I don't know how to solve it. It's really hard, and it moves so bad that I just can't do any algorithm. So yeah, that's it. Next cube is this weird looking cube. I have no idea what I call it, but yeah, it's a ball cube, whatever. and my mom got it for me in Latvia. So yeah, it's a country in Europe, and it's really cool looking. I just like it. It's shiny and it makes a lot of noise. So yeah, that's why I like it. 3x3 I have is the Mofang Jiaoshi stickerless 3x3, and it is when I got it out of the box, it moved very well, but it got a bit more stiff after time. It's a pretty cool cube. It costs like €4, which is insanely cheap. So yeah, but the Yushino Magic is better for its price, and it's just everything's better about the Yushino Magic than this Mofang Jiaoshi 3x3 stickerless cube. So that's why the Yushino Magic is better than this cube, and I don't recommend it. Okay, moving on to the 2x2s. The Yushino Magic Magnetic 2x2. This is a really good 2x2 to start off with, but it's not the best. I mean, it is pretty good. It moves really fast, but it isn't the best 2x2 out there, a budget 2x2 out there. And yeah, it isn't the best budget 2x2 in the market, but it is really good for the price. So yeah, I do recommend it, but it's not the best. So yeah. Next, I have the YJ Magnetic 2x2, and I definitely like this 2x2 better for its price than the Yushino Magic. Why? It's more smoother. It is louder, but I just like it because it moves faster and it's more stable. Like it's more stable than the Yushino Magic because it's really out there. You know, you can see the cords. Next, we have the G 2x2. This is the cheapest 2x2 I have, but it's the worst 2x2 I have. Yeah, and I definitely do not recommend this. This is insanely slow. There was one time where I actually bought 2 of these by accident, so I gave one to my friend. So yeah, that is the G 2x2. Next, we have the Mofang Jiaoshi 2x2. It's a sticker, so yeah, and it moves pretty fast, but it isn't stable at all. It's really, really, like, insanely, like, it's just not, like, stable enough, you know? So I wouldn't recommend this for a budget 2x2, so yeah. I have my best 2x2, my top choice is the YJ MGC 2x2. This is my best 2x2, it's perfect. It's really stable. Yeah, like, look at that. It's insanely stable, and it moves so fast. This is why it's my top pick, and it was like €12. So, and that's really cheap. So that's why I like this. Next we have the Cube. This is probably the easiest cube in Rubik's history, but it doesn't look easy. Like, it took me quite a while to figure out how to even move this thing. Like, yeah, even though the fastest time is like 0.5 seconds, like half a second, and that's pretty cool. This is a magnetic cube, so it it moves pretty well, and I got this from Amazon, pretty sure. So yeah, it moves pretty well, and I like it. Next, I have the Mirror 2x2. Some people look at the cube and say, it's all the same color, how are you supposed to solve it? Well, until they see you move it, it shapeshifts, which is quite confusing sometimes. I know how to solve it, but it takes me about half the time I solve 3x3. So yeah, this is a pretty cool cube, and I actually like it. Next, I have the Chi barrel cube. It's really cool. You can twist the barrel like that. What I like about it is you can also roll it. Yeah. It rolls pretty well like a barrel. Anyways, this cube moves pretty well, and I really like it. It's actually a pretty cool challenge, and it really is basically a 3x3, but it is just a different shape. There you go. Next, I have the Pyramix that I got from a store, and it's not very good. I made it too like unstable that it's just hard to move. So it's a pretty bad cube when I got it, and I got it from Duns. So yeah, that's what you expect. What do you expect? This is the 2x2x3, or is it the 2x3? No, it's the 2x2x3, and it's a pretty cool looking cube. You have to turn it full 80 degrees. You can't turn it 90 degrees because you can already tell. If I turn it 90 degrees, it'll just be like that, and you can't solve it like that. So you have to turn 180, and that's the challenge about it. It's really cool. And yeah, it took me about an hour to figure out how to solve this. But with YouTube, I learned how to solve it in like 10 minutes. So there you go. And the brand is Mofang GF. I have a Chi Megaminx, and I don't know what I did with it. It's just broken. I have no idea. I can't solve it anymore. When I get to the last step, it just ruins everything when I do it. So yeah, I don't like this cube anymore because I can't solve it. So get out of my sight. It is a Rubik snake. As you can tell, it's a snake, and yeah. That's basically it. It's a snake, and you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, there you go. We have the YJ 4x4. I forgot what the second name was, but it's a YJ 4x4, and that's enough. This was my first 4x4, and it's holding on very well. It's a really good 4x4, and I actually like it. So yeah. Next, I have my YJ Pyramix, and as you can see, 2 of these pieces are gone. I lost them somewhere in this house. The Pyramix is very good, and it's by YJ, and I really like it. It's probably my top pick for a budget Pyramix. Next, we have my Chi 4x4, and it's absolute trash, so get that out of my collection. Next, we have my dear old 5x5. I'm pretty sure it's a YJ 5x5, and it moves very well. It is a budget 4x4. It was like €12, and that's actually really cheap. So I really like this, and it's pretty fun to solve. Oh, that's it. That's my whole collection. Oh yeah, I forgot. I bought all these cubes from Speed Cube Shop, and this is also a mat that I bought from Speed Cube Shop. I mean, yeah, I did because it said Speed Cube Shop on it. Most of these cubes that I bought is from Speed Cube Shop and Amazon. So yeah, there you go. That's my collection. Bye.